Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's good to be here and I hope you're doing well. We're continuing on with our Majesty series today, and do I have a challenging map on the docket for you? So the challenging map we're going to tackle is Brashnard's Ultimate Sphere of Power. Difficulty expert. Admittedly, I've been out of the Majesty game for quite some time. In fact, all of the maps we've been playing through on the channel is my first exposure in quite some time on this particular game. But you know what? I remember this one being a doozy, being difficult. So we're going to jump right in. First and foremost, if you're new here, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you appreciate the content, if you dig the content, please give me a sub and a like. Would highly appreciate it. So the objective of this quest is real simple. We have to recover the 7 shards that make up Brashnard's Ultimate Sphere. There's not much else, right? There's no building restrictions, which is nice. But I believe we're in for a dog fight here. So let's go. And again, thank you for stopping by the channel. Thank you for your viewership. So the first observation is obviously we do start off with 2 temples of chrome. And temples of chrome will give us barbarians. Barbarians are very strong melee fighters. They don't really do much else. In fact, they don't even wear armor. But they are strong melee fighters, and the game starts us off with them. So we are going to rock and roll on some barbarians in this one. Now let's take a closer look here. Barbarian wields 2 weapons to inflict considerable damage, and they adventure with rangers if given the opportunity. Axe and club, 22 damage. They do not wear armor, as mentioned before. So they're kind of like your just kind of beastly, you know, big melee presence kind of guy. And that's about it. That's what they bring to the table. And given that we do start with the Temple to Chrome, we cannot go and build any other temples. We can't build paladins. We cannot build warriors of discord. We just can't do it in this one, folks, so we're going to have to make do with the barbarians. And they are very formidable. You can use the Rage of Chrome spell here, which will speed everybody up and make everybody go berserk, essentially. But I think what we're going to find ourselves doing is constantly replacing these barbarians because they kind of have a reckless abandon for their own survival, which can be a good and a bad thing, of course. So let's see what we can do. Herex the Conqueror here. Let's hope he can take out these rust spitters. And as you can see, the rust spitters do have a swarming potential, and they can do a lot of damage if they swarm. Herex the Conqueror, though, not having a problem with them as soon as he gets on them and in melee range. You can see how quickly he takes them down. So we're going to be stopping by our temples to Chrome frequently and retraining our barbarians. I just kind of got that feeling. But the initial onslaught is held off very well by the barbarians. And they are cheap compared to other heroes, right? A paladin costs $1,000. The barbarians $350. So relatively cheap compared to others. And you can get a lot of value out of a barbarian if you can get one that's a high enough level. They don't necessarily have the tendency to go crazy on healing potions like some other heroes do. Like I said, they got that reckless abandon for their own survival, which can be a good and a bad thing. Regardless, folks, we're going to need them in this particular fight. I just feel like we're in for something real spicy here. Regarding our non-human race, I mean, we could go gnome, we could go dwarf, could even look into elves for some more range support. I haven't necessarily come to a conclusion yet on what I want to do as far as our non-human race goes. I think the goal is to just kind of get built up here. Fedit the Trailblazer. He is using healing potion in face. You love to see that, and he is fleeing. I think that's the right move there, Mr. Trailblazer. So let's continue to pump up our marketplace. Obviously, one of the first things we're going to look at is a trading post location. We're kind of right in the middle of the map. It doesn't really benefit us. And I think I made the choice here, folks. I'm going to go gnome. I'm going to go gnome. Gnomes just help things get done. Gnomes help buildings get upgraded. Gnomes help buildings get built. Gnomes help buildings get repaired. Gnomes are, I think, the key. So we're gonna go gnome here. And it looks like we have a little zombie rush coming in, led by a skelly. I'm not too concerned about that, given the strength and proficiency in melee combat of our barbarians. And you can see the rangers and barbarians working together here. You'll love to see that, folks. You might want to actually look at getting a few more. We definitely want to get another temple to Chrome. This isn't a good matchup though here, with the skeleton being very high in the dodge category. The rangers just simply won't hit him, and you can see that going on here. Barbarian does actually use healing potions. How about that? You'll love to see that, folks. Herex the Conqueror. So far you are making an impact, but we're going to throw you in the little window here and keep an eye on you. Let's hope you survive. Some things never change. Even though we are fighting fierce enemies, we still have the Ratmen looking to take advantage of my tendency to be kind of off in another space on the map, taking care of something else. Let's go ahead and fill our ranks with some gnomes here. Gnomes, of course, do participate in your economy, as well as, you know, help upgrade things and build things. So you'll love to see that.
Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services.
So I think we're at an impasse here. The choice is, do we go with early trading post? The gnomes are going to help us get it up. So let's do it. Let's do it. It's either that or we upgrade. I'm going to go trading post here. And we can just go absolutely crazy with the guardhouses. I don't love that idea, but let's throw a few down and an in and hope for the best here, folks. It would be great to keep these up. So we see Brashnard Sphere here. These are the ones that we have to kill. There are 7 in total. We have 3 on the board right now.
A new building is complete.
And we also have the Evil Oculus, which is a very challenging enemy. It'd be great to just get him out with the units we have in the vicinity right now, but oh no. There's another one in the darkness. This does not bode well. The Tyrion of the country does fall. And this is my fault here. That was my fault, for sure. I should not. Well, I mean, in fairness to myself, of course, I did not realize that there was another one lurking in the shadows there. Trading post goes up. Let's get some healing potion action and upgrade these guardhouses for some arrow support. Lil Nub Hardbrow here in a battle with the Minotaur does come out on the losing end, unfortunately. And we do want to get this Minotaur out of here. And let's hope that the trading post and the investment we made in it pays off here. A couple trade cards, it'll pay off. So since the bounty remains on this Oculus here, so he's going to go down, rule heavy step, doing a great job. He's got to hang in there. Use a healing potion. He has none. Upgraded weapon, but no healing potion. Like I said, reckless abandon for existence. This Minotaur still is persisting and patrolling around our base like he owns the place. Will somebody take him down, please? Braun, the club, signs up for the job and turns the Minotaur to dust. You love to see that, folks. This troll is surprisingly still just menacing around in my base. Here's another sphere. So we have 4 spheres on the board that let's get them taken care of here. So we do have this one. We can throw a hundo down on there, and we can throw a hundo down on there. I do believe that each sphere, once destroyed, drops an item that can be used by your heroes. So that'll be interesting to see. Maybe a barbarian can get some magic spell action going on. We'll have to see for sure. Let's take a look at the stats of the barbarian. 24 strength, 23 vitality. Vitality being the primary stat. So very strong melee combatants. And unsurprisingly, we have a Minotaur in the vicinity of our trade post, an inn and guardhouse. That's just where they kind of live. But that's why you build the guardhouse there, folks. That's why you build it. I'm still looking for that first trade card, at least one of my knowledge, and an Evil Oculus does pop out. This is not good. These guys do paralyze. See here how our barbarian is paralyzed. That was our very high level barbarian, Herex the barbarian, or sorry, Herex the Conqueror, who is a barbarian. Rest in peace, my friend. Got a barbarian that's taking out a quest object kind of on his own volition. You love to see that. It's cheaper that way for sure.
Join the wilds.
We have another ranger that fell, and we've got some bears here, folks. Let's see how Krill Brashnard does. He does have the fully upgraded weapon. It'd be a shame to lose him, and we just do. And then you lost to a bunch of bears. And there is also an item here. So this is a Shard of Detonation. It's an attack spell. So one of our heroes can actually pick that up and use that in battle. Be interesting to see how that goes. We have a rock golem coming in. This is a guy that we definitely want to get some attention on. Yeah, we want to get a decent bounty on him because we need him down before he does something crazy like destroy one of our guilds. And basically orphan some of our heroes. We just can't have that. Another sphere has been located. These flowering strangleweeds are nasty. They're usually multiple in numbers. And they love to just swarm your heroes and shoot with range. It's getting a little spicy around here. Temple to Chrome, but this is kind of why you go Gnome here, right? So gnomes are going to do a great job making sure this stays repaired, but ultimately what we need is we need more cash flow, right? And we need more barbarians on the board. We just have to continuously train them. So we have harpies coming in. They're less of a threat, admittedly, than the rock golem, but where are our heroes? That's the question. Ranger's kind of cleaning up a little bit on the south here. Gnome just leveling up and repairing in face. And we have Thud the Cleaver here on the rock golem. Very one-sided affair there. You have to swarm these guys. Let's hope these heroes here can make something happen. We're gonna find out soon enough here. Here comes a caravan, 336 gold to a level 3 marketplace. It'll be about $1,000. We'll love to see that, especially when you're in desperate need of money. And here we go. Let's go, boys. Hack away at them. Rangers, support. Let's go. We're just losing barbarians left and right. Ouch. At least this one was wise enough to get a healing potion, and he is defending his home. It's a noble cause. And he's hanging in there well. He's got to use it. He's got to use it. Oh, yikes. I mean, it was a valiant effort. Great effort to stay in the fight there, but it just wasn't enough in the end. So this rock golem, he's got about 200 HP down. He's going to continue to be a problem, especially if he encroaches in more. We don't want him going at the guardhouse. We don't want him going at the marketplace. He's kind of frozen. He doesn't really know what he wants to target. He's going to take out a peasant there. That actually works in our favor. Earth Club the Wild, can he get some experience here? Let's see. Nope, never mind. He just gets decked. Yikes. We did get a big cash payout, though. This is going to enable us to upgrade our blacksmith and replenish our heroes. It's a much-needed thing, especially our barbarians here. And we're actually going to go up to temple level 2 because I'd like to add another temple to Chrome. The rock golem does fall, thankfully. But we have another kind of wave of undead coming here. But this is why you go gnome, right? This is why you go gnome. Very important. I figured that was the right move, but kind of in the moment I wasn't certain. So let's build another guardhouse right there. And we have another rock golem coming in. Let's throw another bounty on him as well. You don't like to see such pressure. The guardhouse does get destroyed. I was hoping that they would kind of go around that. And the trading post looks like it's going to fall here, folks. That's not good. Really bad kind of placement, bad spacing of the guardhouses. We're in all kinds of trouble here right now. We have peasants repairing. Where are the gnomes? This guild is empty. That's not good. And they just literally lay waste to my expansion. That's not good. Alright, we're still in this though. We're still in this. It's looking a little grim, but we're still in this. You just have to have the means of economy to consistently replace your heroes, especially with barbarians as your main. Another barbarian falls, and this rock golem is barely even scratched. He's just costing me so much money right now. It's aggravating to say the least. I mean, I think it's safe to say that Barbarian v Rock Golem is not a good matchup. It's a one-sided affair. Makes you hemorrhage money. But we do manage to get up to Palace level 2, and we have a huge incursion here. Let's see if we can't incentivize. Rock Golem should finally fall. He does, but not before he takes yet another Barbarian with them. Goodness gracious, what is going on, guys? Looks like our heroes will intervene in time to potentially save this guardhouse here. This particular guardhouse is much more important as it protects a marketplace directly. We have some shenanigans going on over here. While the home base is under assault, you have to appreciate the aggression and the push. But we kind of need you back at home, gentlemen. Let's take an assessment. We have level 3, Cold the Club. And he's fighting. Upgraded weapon there. Let's get upgraded weapons. We're gonna need that, given the focus of our current composition of heroes. And let's restock our barbarian ranks. And we can throw an explore flag here to prompt the hero to pick up that item. I'd like to see that in use. And we got a few more spheres on the board as well. There's another one up here. I'd like to focus on one at a time. Keep some more of our heroes local if possible. So Temple to Chrome, it's going to cost us 1923 for another one. I mean, ultimately it'd be great to be earning some more gold. So how do we do that? I mean, obviously a trading post is the way. Can we kind of sneak one in this corner here? We're going to find out. We're going to get a guardhouse down and throw another one there as soon as the cash allows.
An unwelcome guest.
Just got to get stabilized here. I think we've come a long way to get stabilized. We have our rangers really doing some good work from a distance. And the Ratman surprisingly just going after the gnome hovel. One of the least threatening buildings in the colony, for sure. Feather Trailblazer, level 9 ranger with the gold bow. You love to see that. The Ratman is no match for him. Here we go. Diameth the Outlander, our level 8.
The royal treasury is nearly
Let's go ahead and throw him in the window and keep an eye on him. But now he has the fireball spell. So let's keep an eye on him. Let's see what he does. See what kind of trouble he gets into. It's not every day you see a ranger using the fireball spell. So we're going to check it out.
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
14 intelligence isn't terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible compared to the 6 of the barbarian, right? We'll definitely take it at this juncture in the game. We will certainly take it. Alright, so the trade post does go up. We're going to get arrows, and we're actually going to throw another guardhouse down there. We don't want the same thing to happen. The guardhouse at least gives some sort of presence.
Your Highness, we've improved the guardhouse.
My apologies. Something stuck in my throat.
I take the path.
Get a drink of water here, quick.
I wasn't trying to hurt you.
Alright, we're back in action. So you can see the barbarians, and of course the rangers as well, but they kind of create a little squadron of units that work together. That can't necessarily be said for all heroes that are available to you at your fingertips, right? So you do gotta appreciate that about the barbarian builds. The Rage of Chrome skill is also quite useful. especially when you need something done or you
Wild
have
adventure builds character.
an intense invasion coming your way. So this trade post is actually going to give us quite a bit because it's much farther out. And it looks like another one fell here. We have 4 more left to destroy.
Your Highness,
What do we get here? We get
improved
an
the
attack
guardhouse.
spell as well. So let's hope they clean this up. And somebody should grab this spell here.
I take the path.
Mung Grents grabs it. And he's got paralytic gaze. So that's a paralysis spell that the evil Oculus uses. So let's throw another bounty on that sphere there. And let's see. Diameth the Outlander, he's the one with the attack spell. Got another Temple to Chrome going up.
Is complete.
A gnome perished, unfortunately. But here we go, we're going to be able to add some more barbs. In fact, while we're at it, why don't we add some more rangers too? Upgrade some armor. And just keep pumping out barbarians. Evelyn of the Country went and upgraded his bow to level 4. You'll love to see that.
Wild adventure builds character.
And we're looking pretty stable here. Dren the Club, berserking.
Majesty, a new
He's got no
building is
problem
built.
taking down the rats.
The royal treasury is nearly empty. Majesty, the local blacksmith offers new services.
And let's just go all in on rangers and barbarians in this one. Looks like Evelyn of the Country takes us down himself. And we do get a spawn of some trolls and minotaurs. Mung Grent, this is the guy with the paralytic gaze. Let's see if it works for him here. So he's paralyzed. That's good, except for he's going to get quickly swarmed and taken out. And he does not drop his item again. However, there's a Shard of Health plus 50 HP and 50 max HP. Goodness, that'd be great for a barbarian. So let's see if we can't sort of influence one of our heroes to get there.
Join the wild spirit.
Wait, never mind. So this is our attack spell. So he does drop the item. Okay, good to know. Diameth the Outlander, let's see. He's following and supporting. You gotta appreciate that.
An unwelcome guest.
But here we go. We have rangers fighting in close combat. You don't necessarily love to see that. Friend the Club. I feel like I've called his name a few times. Just bringing down the pain.
An unwelcome guest.
And the Minotaur falls before it even gets to my base. You love to see that, folks. I don't like those Minotaurs.
Join the wild spirits.
An Aryan of the Country does fall. He was one of our better rangers, admittedly. That's a tough loss. Rest in peace, my friend. We get a bunch more rangers on the board. There's very little
Colin,
interest
your
in
marketplace now
our
serves
explore
you
flags.
better.
In fact, what we're seeing here is
Wild adventure.
an exploratory spirit, right? But many heroes away from the base. Don't necessarily know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I suppose if you have some ground to cover and a map to explore, it's a good thing. Here we go. Diameth the Outlander using fireball magic. You love to see that. Let's go. Come on, save him. Way to go, boys. That's a formidable pack of units there for sure.
Unwelcome guest.
Diameth Gnarls Wood here. He's got the composite gold longbow and the hard leather armor, so he's been by the blacksmith a few times for sure. Spending that gold. Injecting that gold right back into our economy, of course. We have a house under duress here and here. Let's see if we can get those repaired. I mean, houses do generate gold revenue, right? So it's good to keep them around, but not the highest priority building to save, if you will.
Your Majesty, the royal treasury is nearly empty.
Here's a ruined keep. Let's throw a couple hundo on that. We got another sphere, another altar. Got a rat chomping away at the guardhouse. I like my chances there, folks. Let's assess, are we full guilds everywhere? Yes, we are full guilds across the board. Not anymore. Spoke too soon, of course. Alright, so we have some rust spitters coming in. And this is just a map spawn, right? So it's obviously on a timer. They'll spawn in after a certain event or period of time takes place. And their mission is to raid your base. And that's what they're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and get a bounty on this rat man here. We got some spiders coming in too. Can somebody get on the spiders, please? It's too fast for me to double click. Got a trade caravan coming in with 1,087 gold. So that will be tripled when it gets home. And you'll love to see that. Looks like Elris has the paralytic gaze. Yeah, he does. Yep. That's good. So you can paralyze units and then just peg them down. You'll love to see that.
I join the wild spirits.
Yikes. That's not good. It's never good when a rat man gets the better of you. So this is the thing about barbarians. They just won't heal themselves. They will stay fighting, which is good. You love the aggression, right? But at 350 bucks a clip, it's definitely something that you have to have some income in place before you're effectively able to get off the ground. So here we go. We got plenty of rangers. The rangers just loving the blacksmith, it seems, in this one. Everybody has some kind of upgraded weapon. Here's Diameth Gnarlswood. He has the fireball spell. We still have Diameth the Outlander as well. He's level 8. Diameth the Outlander as well has our fireball spell and the upgraded bow. So let's get some fire on this Brashnard sphere right here. Let the gnomes do their thing. Repairing. We could go Rage of Chrome here. So it's probably best to save Rage of Chrome for a time of increased stress, right? I'm thinking like when the next raid comes or something along those lines. So we're actually gonna hold off, and we're just gonna add some more barbarians to our mix here. It's really hard to go wrong with it. Might as well go all in. This trade post does hold up, and I think it's the difference.
Wild adventure builds character.
Somebody using like meteor spells? What's going on here? Exploding aura. Except for he just died. Yikes, man. But it is right here, so somebody can definitely take this shard of detonation here. Let's get a worthy hero to grab that. And we're getting a few more temples up and operational, and we're just going to pump out more barbarians.
A new building is complete.
And clean up the rest of this map here. Okay. So we have an invasion coming our way. Let's hit Rage of Chrome. This makes everybody, not just barbarians, but everybody, super fast and super aggressive. So let's make use of this.
We are victorious, Your Majesty.
And we win. With enemies still on the board rushing toward our town, I don't think it would have really spelt the end for us. I think we got our footholding down and strong enough to really handle any threat that came our way. A little spicy early on with those rock golems and those evil Oculus, but ultimately, I think this map was a great display of the Ranger unit and the Barbarian unit working together. It's kind of fun to mix in some attack spells and whatnot with, you know, your ranged and melee characters. Regardless, that was Brashnard's ultimate sphere of power. We had a few rock golems here. Luckily, we completed the map before they got home. 44 heroes killed though, so you see what you're dealing with. Most of those, of course, were barbarians. But 44 times 350 gold, right? And that's what you're looking at for gold upkeep for a barbarian type build. So that was Brashnard's ultimate sphere of power. Yet another expert map here on the channel. Let me know. How'd you like it? Was that intense? Is this bringing you back? Have you completed this quest before? What were your keys to victory? I think the game starts you with barbarians, and it's probably smart to just stay in that vein, of course. And either way, you know, it did work out for us. But regardless, folks, I will be ending the video here. Thank you so much for your viewership. Stay tuned to the channel for more Majesty content. We also got other content as well. Coming out with daily content here, so please like and subscribe if you're digging the channel. With that said, thank you so much for your viewership, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks.